What's going on, everybody? It's Grippers here, bringing you Jurassic World Evolution 2 campaign mission number 3. There are 5 campaign missions here. We already went through numbers 1 and 2. We're going to bring you episode 3 here, campaign mission 3. It is in Pennsylvania, so let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Pull a few strings, grease a few palms, twist a few arms, and bang! Just like that, the Department of Fish and Wildlife has a new base of operations. Now, we'll need to hit the ground running if we're gonna have this place ready for something it hasn't.
Alright, so it looks like we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds until we have incoming dinosaurs here, so... I believe that is a carnivore, to my recollection. But we need to build an enclosure nonetheless here.
Dr. Dua will be coordinating your activities. And me, I'll be managing expectations and staying an arm's length away from the meatosauruses. Oh, wait. Arm's length is probably not the best choice of words.
We may need some additional hands on this one. Mr. Lambert?
Standing by and ready to go. Just give the word.
George Lambert is an expert ranger who worked with us in the islands and is now with the DFW. He and Owen will deal with the dinosaurs, while we address the facilities.
There are a number of animals from your previous captures that will be coming your way soon. Delays are unacceptable.
Understood.
I honestly like how the fences get built this year. This game, might I say, as opposed to the first one. They kind of build it one by one. I believe in the original game, it just kind of all threw them up there at the same time. But, you know, you actually have to build the fence. Obviously, it does it very quickly here, but I kind of like that you can individually hear every single fence get brought up as you're building it. So, it's very cosmetic, very minor, but I think that's an improvement. I like that, honestly. With any type of enclosure, you know, with the dinosaur here, we definitely do need some type of water. You know, how much water I don't know yet, but we do need some water. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some there. That should be enough, unless it is some type of, you know, dinosaur that does like a lot more water, but that should definitely be good. We might need to make this a little bit bigger, but we'll kind of see whenever it gets delivered. I would assume there's probably just 1 or 2 of them, probably not more than that. So we'll kind of see if it needs more area or terrain, but all I can really do is just kind of wait for them to be delivered here. Just about 30 more seconds. Usually with these objectives, you also need a research viewing gallery. It doesn't tell us to do that quite yet, but I would probably assume that next as well. And by default on this mission, they already have the response facility built with the helicopter and the ranger team, so don't need to build that. And they are carnivores, can confirm that now, and there are 2 of them coming.
Asset transportation underway.
I believe this dinosaur was one of the ones featured in the last movie here, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. I believe whenever the volcano started to erupt and all the dinosaurs were fleeing into the water, that this dinosaur had a little encounter with a couple of the other ones, if it is the right one that I'm thinking of.
Just like us, the dinosaurs are always learning.
And you need to keep that in mind as you build.
Yes, I can confirm that as well. That was the exact one that had that fight scene there. And anytime you get a new dinosaur here, you do need a status check.
That about cover it, Doc.
So I'm just going to have the ranger team do that rather than drive it myself. I'll just assign it to them. We forgot to do one thing here. They can't get in unless they have a gate, so you got to make sure you build a gate. There we go. Now they're on their way. Alright, so they're missing prey. So they want live prey rather than just a feeder. So rather than just the carnivore feeder, you need to give them the live prey. Right there, that takes care of that. They are missing sand, so they like sand. So go ahead and go down to environment. And go down to painting. And sand right here. You can increase the radius to kind of make it go faster here. It seems like it's the only thing that they need, so I'm going to make it very large here. Just to kind of fill in the sand quickly. Again, we do not want them to be uncomfortable. We do not want them trying to break out. And now that we added the sand, they're actually good to go. They're fine. They could use a little bit more water, but it's sufficient enough, so we're not going to deal with it. We're going to leave it be, since it is just a campaign mission. And as we figured at the beginning there, we do need to have a research viewing gallery, so we'll build that real quick here. It's under facilities. And we actually have too much water there, but it lets us build it right. That's okay, it's being difficult. We'll just flip it, and we'll put it over here. Right there. We put the water a little bit too close to the edge of the cage there. That was the issue. We'll just go right through the middle there. Perfect. And it looks like that the first one here assumed the dominance is the alpha, as you can see by the crown. Alright, so we got a check mark for the viewing gallery, check mark for the safely enclosed, and we're about to get a check mark for 80% comfort. There we go, checked all the boxes, and it looks like we have another dinosaur incoming. That's definitely also a carnivore, can confirm that as well. I'm just going to build it literally right next to these guys here. I'm just going to go 3 lengths. 1, 2, 3. I'll go 4 wide. And we'll just cut it back. There we go. They're also going to need a gate so the ranger team can get in. Build that here. Just a little bit over a minute until it gets delivered, so rather than wait, we could just get a head start here again. They obviously will need water, so that's the first thing I always do. Go to the water. Down here on the green environment. Scroll up to water. I'm going to drop the radius down. They probably don't need too much water, so I'll make it relatively small. That's probably good. We can always add more if need be. If I was these two guys, I'd probably be a little bit upset because they got this little cage here, as opposed to these new guys who are going to get a very large cage. That's just me, though. Looks like they yawn now. That's new. They did not yawn in the first game. Might be taking a nap. Just one. Okay, so just one here. These guys had 2, but the second one's only going to have 1.
Asset has been collected.
I'm not sure I'll ever be fully comfortable
80% comfort,
The
safely
lab
enclosed,
wants to make sure
research
the
viewing
dinosaurs
gallery.
are,
Same as the
so
first one.
That's a job you should stay on top of.
So we'll build the viewing gallery here real quick. There we go, that's done.
Asset transported.
As with any new dinosaur, they need a status check. Assign the ranger team to take care of that. I believe that this dinosaur was the one that in the last movie again, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It was the one that got down in the pipes there with the two characters, and they had to shut the gate on it. I believe that was this one. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened to him here in that movie. Little 3-minute appearance. Alright, so he needs some forest and some prey. So we'll take care of the food first. Takes care of that. And forest. See if that's good. And that was enough forest. He's good to go. They're okay with being alone, but it looks like you could add another Allosaurus or two. They wouldn't be upset. They could use a little bit more prey or a little bit more water, but it's sufficient enough, so we're not going to mess with it here. It's just a campaign mission. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch this around a little bit. They really can't see the dinosaur if the forest is all here, so I'm going to put some more forest in the back here. I'm going to take out this here in the front. And we'll just scroll over to remove foliage. It's a really good example of that. It's easy just to take it down, but you want to make sure that you don't take too much of it down, or it's going to be very upset. Alright, he still has enough forest, so he's good to go. It's got to wait 10 more seconds here, and they'll confirm that he is 80% comfort, and we'll get to our next objective. This map is not very big for this mission. There's not a lot of room here.
Dinosaurs seem to be taking to their new surroundings.
We need to make a science center, a staff center, and a medical facility.
We need the animals thriving.
Those are going to be under operations here. So science center.
Valuable when we have superior specimens in their optimal conditions. So I want you to get a science center built and operational. This means
The path needs to be connected.
So
A little bit off center there, but no big deal. Alright, that one's good.
The data we collect and analyze. Rubbish in.
Staff
rubbish
center.
out. We want to avoid that at all costs, especially when you consider the investment that has already been made in these dinosaurs. The CIA wants results, and we're going to get them. Period. Full stop. End of story.
Alright, and a medical facility. I'm actually going to put it over here. There's just more room over this direction. And apparently that's not touching the path, but it clearly is, but that's okay, no big deal. And good to go there. And as you can see, some guests are rolling in now. Pretty small park, only 2 enclosures here, but we're still getting some guests. And good to go.
Lambert here. We could really use an expedition center. Get one built.
Alright, next objective is to build an expedition center. It's right here at the top. It's a pretty large building. I'm going to put it right back here. And we'll just build the path directly across. There we go. later in the game, whenever you're done with the campaign, you just start to actually build, your actual legitimate park. You probably want to try to make these buildings as close to them as you can. The less space that you waste here, kind of in between them. See this little grass patch here, a little bit of wasted space here, wasted space here. The less space that you're wasting, the more things that you can actually use. The more buildings you can put in, the more enclosures you can build, the more guests you can bring in, which then translate to the more money that you can bring in. Alright, so there is an incident alert here in this mission, so we're going to go ahead and assign a scientist to go ahead and take care of that. And both of them qualify, but I'll just give it to the bottom one here.
Okay, the good news first. We've been achieving some success with our remote capture teams.
You saw the helicopter fly out. Just going to take a minute.
Now that I like. Removing them
Oh, these guys need a status check.
Interaction with the general public is 100%.
We'll assign that to our ranger team here real quick.
Now to the bad news, which I always hate getting, but honestly, kind of enjoy giving.
And again, alternatively, you could also just build a ranger post instead.
That's management speak for PDQ, huh? Pretty damn quick. Dr. Dua?
We can diagnose this disease with scans from our mobile veterinary unit. We'll get it under control before too long.
That's good. Let's get to work.
So you either have the option to have the ranger team just take care of it, actually look at them, or you can have the ranger team safely just go to the guard post here. Ranger post, might I say. Alright, so we have 2 Ankylosaurus coming here. Only took them 54 seconds to capture them, not too bad. Pretty quick there. I'm actually going to go ahead and ask for 2 minutes here. I don't have an enclosure built or anything like that, so I'd rather build the enclosure first and then bring them in, rather than just kind of hurry it along and maybe miss a fence, or maybe it won't be loaded in, it'll escape real quick. So that's just my opinion, though. I think it's safer, as a holistic, just to build it first. There's a little bit of water here, so we'll go ahead and cut that off right there. Whoops. That was a little crooked, so we'll take care of that. And as you saw on the screen there, whenever I asked for 2 minutes, they are herbivores, so we're going to need just a normal feeder for them. They don't need any prey or any live prey. All right. And as you can see, the sun is coming up. It's a lot easier to see in the sunlight and the daylight. But we got through the night, no big deal. We'll probably also need a research viewing gallery, just like the first 2, but we'll just hang tight here. It does fit right there, actually. So we're going to bring them in here. And we left just enough room where we could put one here. Just enough space. Barely. By a foot or so. That's good planning right there. We'll take that. We have 2 Ankylosaurus coming down here. They were also featured in the latest movie.
Delivery has been completed.
And they need a status check. But most importantly, you need to make sure there's a gate. There we go. As you can see, no access. Ranger Team 1 could not find its destination. Check the area for any obstructions. Always make sure to put a gate in. Alright, so one of the ankylosauruses here have an undiagnosed ailment. So we're going to have to bring them to the medical facility. But first off here, I want to make sure that they're okay. They need some water, ground leaf, and ground fruit. So we're going to take care of that here first. And ground fruit and ground leaf. Ground fruit right there. A little bit of ground leaf here. And that should take care of them. Comfort-wise, at least. They need a little bit more ground fruit, a little bit more ground leaf. Again, you could make the radius bigger here. Kind of speed things up a little bit. And we need some more ground fruit. Right there. These guys are big on plants. And we did run out of power. Let's go ahead and resupply that real quick. There we go. And they need some more ground leaf here, it looks like, so we're getting there. Here's some more ground leaf. And they are comfortable now. They're good to go. But they still need that ailment. So we have to take care of that. Our medical facility is all the way over here. And now that he is tranquilized, we can now move him. Whoops. I'm not sure why this is obstructed. Give me just a second here. Okay. So on the last mission, it actually wanted you to go ahead and bring them all the way over to the facility. But I guess for this one, it actually wants you to go ahead and dispatch the mobile vet unit to go ahead and take a look at them. So I'm not sure if it's going to take care of this if they are tranquilized or not. So if it does not give us the check mark for it, we'll have to just go ahead and move them. We'll just pick them up, drop them, pick them up, drop them, and then they'll be able to go ahead and take care of that here. But I assume they'll probably want to be tranquilized.
You have to understand something. Owen
And it was, okay. So no big deal there.
We want what is best for the dinosaurs. Not for them to be exploited or engineered, hacked and spliced and compromised.
They deserve a chance at life as much as any other living creature.
Honestly, perhaps even more. As the miracle of science.
And we need to go ahead and research the specific disease that they have here. So just go ahead and go over to the Science Center, view research,
again, and listen,
structures on the right,
not going to happen.
welfare's on the left over here. And I forget the name. I can't pronounce it either. I'm not going to try to, but it's crypto something there. All right, on the bottom left here. So first column all the way in the bottom. Here's the one you're looking for right here. And after you do the objective, then it gives you the help screen. Let's go ahead and tells you here. Just a couple tips there on the research. I went and manually clicked on the Science Center and went right to research here, clicking X. Alternatively, you could just hit square, kind of your main control screen here, and then go over to research as well. So there's two options to get there. And they are tranquilized for about another 7 minutes, 30 seconds here, so we should be able to get this taken care of here before they wake up. Just about another 5 seconds here and that'll be completed. Good to go, and we get a trophy for that. We'll take that. Alright, so now we need to go ahead and medicate them. Just go ahead and click on the team, add the task, assign it to them. We'll check on these other guys while we're waiting for that. This Allosaurus is okay, no problem. And they are also good to go, these guys over here. Looks like he contracted the disease as well somehow, so go ahead and we'll assign the team to take care of that as well. Alright, they are now healthy. They are now good to go. But they have been... Actually, they need some more open space. As you can see, it's in the red. Open space is in the red. So they need a little bit of a larger cage here real quick. But I'm not going to torment them anymore. I'm going to go ahead and wake them up. And we're just going to expand this cage just a little bit. Just so they have some more space to roam.
Dr. Dewar, this is Lambert. I've just received word that you'd like us to increase our capture efforts. Can you confirm?
Yes, that's correct. We need to grow this facility, which means we need more animals. It's time to stress test our systems and make sure we're capable of managing both the science and our operations.
It looks like you actually run out of fuel very quickly in some of these buildings here, and power as well. So you also have to make sure you check out you have enough fuel. You also have enough power here. There's 25 minutes left of power here in this one. We'll probably finish the mission prior to that, but we're just going to resupply it anyways, just to make sure it's good to go.
Asset has been delivered.
Alright, so currently we have about 1,239 kind of a rating per se. We'll take a look at this real quick here. We'll check on that thought in a second. It's telling us about upgrades here. Just like the original game, you could upgrade the buildings, either give them more slots or make them go faster, lower fuel consumption, etc. Yeah, I don't know why it's giving me that error, but that's okay. Oh, that's why he needs a status check. That's what it was trying to tell me. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the Ranger team real quick. And just to make sure they take care of him. So much like the first game, there's going to be plenty of expeditions you can do. Currently, we're only in North America here, as you can see. But you do go to all of the different continents eventually. I think it said it took 3 minutes to complete there. So while we're waiting on that, we can always upgrade our units. No Ranger team assigned. I'm not sure what happened there. There we go. I must have deselected that by accident. But we'll check back on these guys over here. Status check is expiring. Take care of them. So basically, kind of seems like the end of this mission is go on a couple expeditions here, find a couple more dinosaurs, build an enclosure for them, make sure you safely place them. So I'm going to build my next one kind of in this just big square right here. That's probably not going to be enough room, so I'll just go a little bit this way. Alright, nice open space there. So we're going to need a gate as well. So I've been just putting the gates kind of one by one. Only one gate to this enclosure, one gate to this enclosure, one gate to this enclosure. But what you can actually do is you could just put a gate like in the middle here. It's not touching the outside, but the team will just by default, they'll go through this gate right here, and then they'll go right into here to get into this area right here. So you can place it on the outside. Like I could make them go all the way around if I wanted to, put them way over here, but it's kind of a long way. It's kind of a waste of time. So you can just kind of have them go through the enclosures. Alternatively, I could also have them go in here and put the gate right there so they can gain access here. And the expedition team is almost done here, as we're approaching nighttime. I think it's the second night of this mission so far. This one's taking a little bit longer than the other ones. Okay, so those are some of the very large dinosaurs. So they're probably going to need more room, and they're going to need lots of tall trees, things like that. So we'll put them in here.
Asset transit. Transporting asset.
I'm just going to go ahead and make this cage just a little bit bigger. And we'll just remove this fence right here. Gives them some more open space. They are going to need a status check. So while those guys are being brought in, we can go ahead and do another expedition. Just go ahead and assign your scientists to them. You have to make sure that you hit square to complete the task, start it. Or else they will not dispatch and go out there. There we go. So we'll grab the ranger team here. They need a status check. We could put up another ranger post here, but we'll just wait on that for the time being. Actually, hold on. This ranger post is kind of taking care of those two, but we don't have one for these two, so I actually am. I'm going to put in a ranger post here. I'm going to put it on the outside. So they need some water and some tall fruit. Should be enough water. It is. Need some tall fruit. Go down to environment. Scroll over to nature. And just find the one that has tall fruit. There we go. This Syad Grove will take care of it. We're just going to throw it everywhere. That's the only thing that they needed. They only needed water and this fruit. That's it. It should be good. Actually, they're missing a little bit of forest here now. Looks like we have 4 that they found in Indiana. But I need some more time here. I haven't taken care of these guys here first. So I'm going to go ahead and ask to give me 2 minutes. Nothing wrong with that. We do need some more forest here, though. Just a little bit more forest. That should be good now. Alright, so they are content. They're good to go. But these two need a status check here. Other ways to improve your rating is to go ahead and make sure that all your dinosaurs are visible. So I'm going to go ahead and build a path here. I'm going to gas for 2 more minutes here real quick. I'm going to finish this up first. Again, if this was the actual park and not just the campaign mission, I would make these, straighter. Actually, we're going to move this one. Want to make sure that they can view the dinosaurs. So right there. And I do recall from a little bit earlier, we did have a little bit of room here to build another one right there. All right, takes care of that. We are going to need another enclosure. We do have 4 more dinosaurs coming in. We've got some room over here in this corner. So we'll build it over here. But honestly, that's kind of small. So we're going to extend it out a little bit here. We'll have this one just go around the edge of the map here. Just so they have enough room. There we go. So we've got a wide open space here. There are 4 of them. We'll take them now.
Transit has commenced. Transportation underway.
We will need a gate. Build the gate.
Asset has been transported. Delivery complete. Asset transportation complete. Delivery has been completed.
All right, and now that they were delivered, they need a status check. We'll get that last one here in a second. We're almost completed with the objective here. We have 2624 out of 3,000. We just lost a couple points somehow. But we'll do another expedition while we're waiting here. Might as well. And the last one here, we'll get it just a second. We will need some water, we know that. Let's get ahead of the game here. All right. So these guys need some ground fiber. That's it. Not too bad there, just some ground fiber. Here we go, our ground fiber. Just add that in. All right, 100%, 100%. They are all good to go. So this is new to the game. This was certainly not in the first one. So apparently your scientists can get either upset or angry at you. Maybe they want to raise, something to that degree. So as they take care of Tasser, it looks like they become unrest. Disgruntled trait, that doesn't sound good. So their effectiveness goes down. So you need to make sure that you rest your scientists. Make sure they're not overworked. Makes sense. We'll take care of them here in a second. We have 2 Baronics, but we're going to wait on that. We do not want them quite yet. Let's go ahead and rest them and rest them. They're going to take off about 3 minutes of your time, it looks like. We could also bring in some more scientists. You know, this is the campaign mission. It looks like we have a little over $6 million, so at their bottom right always shows your money. So I might as well bring a couple of other ones on. Looks like the Ranger team is going out here to the Ranger Post 3. We're going to check on these guys, make sure everybody's doing okay. But we do have 2 more Baronixes coming in, so we're going to build that enclosure here real quick, and that should give us enough points here to complete the mission. I assume this is probably the last thing to do here in Pennsylvania. It actually was a lot of work involved. I think this is, what, the 5th enclosure? I think this is the 5th one that we had to build. So that's a pretty good test run, honestly. Just cut it off there. That's probably enough room. Of course, we need a gate. Don't forget that. We'll just throw it over here for the time being. And a research, or I'm sorry, a viewing platform. And we did complete some research there. So we'll take them now. That enclosure is built. We'll take them.
Asset transportation in progress.
These guys were actually in the first mission, the very first campaign mission here. They do like water. I know, I recall that.
Attention all personnel.
Asset transported.
Try to find out our ranger team. Where's the ranger team at? Hold on. Right here. There they are. We do have a storm incoming here. Hopefully we'll complete this mission before it comes in, but you could always build... maybe you can't in this mission. Hold on. There we go. Emergency shelter.
Our dinosaurs are panicking. Why? Like any animal, fear drives their survival instinct, and that is coming under threat.
So it looks like we have a storm that come through here, and it did come through right before we got to complete the mission, but that's okay. It has to run its course. So these fences are going to be broken here. As you can see, the tornado. Not good. Luckily, though, these guys are herbivores, and these guys are also herbivores. So even if they do mingle, they go to see each other, they won't hurt each other. It's okay. So we're not going to worry about that for the time being here. We are going to worry about these guys here real quick. They need water, rock, and fish. We're going to take care of that immediately. Need some more water. Oops. Add the water, not take it away. And they need some rock. There we go. Here's some rocks. And you can actually put them in the water, I see. That's fun. That should be good, at least you would think. And yes, they are content. They're good to go. They will not try to break out of the fence. Check on the status of our ranger team here. Have them repair that fence. There we go. Ranger team taking care of the fence there. And they just need to fix the gate. And everything will be good to go there. We'll build a gate there just to make it easier for them to get in and out. Go to this ranger post here real quick. See, they were going to go all the way out here and go all the way around, but since we built that gate, they automatically just stopped and went to the shortest path. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually have 6 enclosures now. 6 enclosures. Go ahead and do one more expedition. Hopefully this will take care of it. Whoops. Make sure to hit square to start the task. These guys actually need a status check. They must be out of the range. Yep, they are out of the range, that's why. We're at about 2,700 points. We do need 3,000 to complete the mission, so we're almost there. I'm actually going to go ahead and build a gate this way. Looks like we have 5 dinosaurs. I'm actually going to have them wait on that one. That's too many for me to take care of right now. Just a second here. We're at 2921, almost there. Oops, the gate's right there. Don't want to build it right on the gate. There we go. Plenty of space there. Looks like we have a vehicle under threat. But the Allosaurus gave up, so no big deal.
Transporting asset. Asset has been collected.
So these guys need a status check over here. But we're going to look at the new ones here real quick. They're going to take priority.
Asset delivery confirmed. Asset delivered.
We know they're going to need some water. So let's get ahead of the game here. Staff is busy, but we can always hire another one. Take care of that in a second here. So they just need some ground nut. Not too bad there. Pretty easy. There's some ground nut right there. Most of their area. Should take care of that. And they are content. They're good to go. We're at 29-34. Almost there. We just need 66 more points.
Okay. We're making progress. But there's always more to be done. For you, anyway. Take this next objective, for example.
Alright, so we did meet the requirement there. We needed 3,000 points. We're not going to send out another expedition. We have, I think, seven now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 enclosures right now. That's going to be enough here for this campaign mission. So we'll take a look at it here. Oops. I hope there's an upgrade for this ranger post, honestly, because this isn't a very large area, especially if the dinosaurs are moving. And that is going to be it for Pennsylvania. We got the trophy for Pennsylvania done. That is mission complete right there for Pennsylvania. So perfect. So that one was a little bit more involved. We ended up with 7 different enclosures with 7 different types of dinosaurs. As small as 1 Allosaurus and up to, I think it was 5 on the last one there that we brought in. But ultimately we got the mission done. So that's going to be it there for Campaign Mission 3 of Jurassic World Evolution 2. We have 2 more missions to go ahead and go through to take care of the campaign. We're currently going to be at 60% completion. Therefore, so episodes 4 and 5 are soon to come. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.